right guys, so today I am bringing you the recipe you've been asking me for, honey miso short rib recipe. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, so I have all of my ingredients here. I have my green onion, my garlic, ginger, star anise. I have one shallot, not charlotte. All my other ingredients here. So the first thing we need to do, we need to take our short ribs and we need to go ahead and get them seasoned. So we're just gonna do salt and pepper, doesn't need a lot, and then we're gonna sear them. So we take our salt. I'm just gonna add them to the whole bowl. I'll toss them around. No need to do an individual situation. All right, some black pepper. I like coarse black pepper, do as you please. And we just wanna go ahead and make sure that they're seasoned on all sides. Get in there, give them a little toss. Also, another thing, if you buy yours at the store and they come with the bone, I like to just remove the bone. It does add a lot of flavor to keep the bone. It'll add to that broth, but I don't know. I just like having more surface area to sear up that's actually meat. It's just simpler, it's easier. Then you're not fighting with a bone and all that. So here we go. We have our short ribs. They're seasoned. We're gonna go ahead and start searing them in our pot. All right, let's go ahead and add our neutral oil. So I have my high smoke point avocado oil. Add that to the pan, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop in our short ribs. All right, we wanna get those in there. Pack them in as many as you can. If you have to do it in batches, do what you have to do. Or if you're just making a couple of them, I mean, you can also, you know. All right, so we're getting some color on them. We'll go ahead and give them all a flip. All right, we're just gonna get a little more color on those, and then we'll be ready to start our foundation of our miso honey glaze that we're gonna be creating. So we'll give this a couple more minutes to just sear up a bit. All right, so while we're finishing up our sear, let's go ahead and prep our vegetables. So we're just gonna cut our ginger into slices. All of this is gonna get strained later. We just wanna add that flavor in right now. We'll crush our garlic. That way we can release all of that flavor. So we're just gonna give our green onions a rough chop. And make sure you have enough green onions for later because we're gonna be garnishing it up, you know. You gotta get the vibes. You eat with your eyes first. So it's important that your food looks good. So don't use all your green onions throwing them in the pot. All right, next we have our shallot. We're just gonna take off this outer layer of skin. And we're just gonna throw them in like that, just to add another layer of a flavor to our overall dish. So now that that's ready, let's go ahead and check our short ribs. All right, so we got some color. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and we're gonna sit them to the side and start building the base of our sauce. So we have our garlic, we have our shallot. Gonna toss in our ginger. And last and definitely not least, we're gonna throw in our green onions. All right, next we're gonna take our mirin and we're gonna go ahead and deglaze. Give it a stir, get some of those bits and pieces all off the bottom. All right, so next we're gonna take our miso and we're gonna add that to our pot and start to cook that down. So I have about 6 short ribs, so I'm gonna put a pretty hefty amount. I wanna create a pretty good size sauce. Next, we're gonna go in with our soy sauce and we're gonna add a pretty hefty amount. And also our dark soy sauce. All right, and last we have our honey and 2 star anise. We'll go ahead and give that up a stir. And this is the foundation of our overall sauce and glaze. And now we're just gonna add our short rib back in, add our broth, and we're gonna let this cook for a couple of hours. All right, so we got our lid on it. We're gonna go ahead and put this in our oven now, and we're gonna let this cook. And there we have it. Our short ribs will be cooking. You know, like short ribs are one of my favorite things to make, and I'll tell you why. Because they're so luxurious. And I think you associate richness with luxuriousness. There's such like a good fat mouthfeel whenever you're having short ribs. And so, you know, when you think about those like really nice date night dinners, or, you know, even if you're cooking for yourself, you should have something luxurious. And so the short ribs are gonna cook for a couple of hours, and we'll check back in them and finish up this recipe. All right, so I just checked our short ribs. They are tender, they're ready. So we're gonna go ahead and take them out. I'm gonna remove the short rib, and then we're gonna go ahead and cook down the sauce so we can get a really nice thick glaze. So we're gonna get this bad boy on out of there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our short ribs out. Oh my God! Those look beautiful. So we're gonna get those out, and then we need to strain all of those vegetables, the ginger and everything, and put that back into our pot, because we're gonna go ahead and reduce it a bit, turn it into a beautiful sauce for our short ribs. All right. All right, let's set these aside. All right, so we have our beautiful, beautiful broth and sauce that is about to be made out of this here. We just want to go ahead and strain all of the vegetables out. All right, so give that a little shake. That way we can kind of strain all that good juice out. If you want, you can press the vegetables up against the wire mesh, but sometimes it makes chunks fall in, so I just choose to just let it strain until it's just a few drops coming at a time. All right, so now we're gonna add that leftover broth to our pot. This is where our beautiful sauce is gonna go. Oh, I made a huge mess, but that's the name of the game sometimes. We cooking now. So we got our sauce here. We're gonna go ahead and add our cornstarch slurry to give it a nice thickness once we get it to a little bit of a boil, and we're gonna be ready to start plating this up. All right, our cornstarch goes in. All right, we're just gonna give that a whisk. All right, guys, our sauce is done. We'll do a check here. So this is what we were looking for. So you got a nice thickness to it. And what we're gonna do now, oh, got some on me. We're gonna add our short rib back in there, get them nice and coated, and then we're gonna go ahead and plate up our short rib. This is gonna be perfect. All right, so we take our short ribs. We're just gonna place those right in the center. 2 per person, don't be shy. Then we're gonna take some of that sauce, because who doesn't like extra? Pour it over the top. All right, we're gonna take our garnish of our green onions. This is why I told you guys to save some. And there we have it. We have a beautiful bed of whipped potatoes and our miso honey short rib. And it's ready for a date night coming to you, hopefully soon. Or treat yourself, make some short rib. I swear y'all gonna love this recipe. Don't forget, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.